I feel like we switched timelines like right in the middle of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
The way that these women flipped up the version of the story that they were telling, because they were playing it real hard at first. And then when the boys were like, fuck you, I'm going anyway, they were like, oh, we don't want to be that kind of girlfriend. Hell no, it's a generational gap. Like, we saw the timeline just
They were selling two different products right there.
I'm not really sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
Hello, everyone. This is But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio podcast. I am Sundi, pop culture professor, self-proclaimed expert on all things pop culture. Look, heavy on the self-proclaimed.
I am Jeff, the culinary and hospitality industry expert, which is a big factor in this episode, right down to the room service steaks and fast food fries later. So,
yeah,
big food happenings here.
We saw Ariana cutting limes too. Don't you forget?
We did. Don't worry. That was a big moment. Yeah.
This is vintage Vanderpump Rules, season 4, episode 8, Dirty 30. Yeah, dirty, I guess, is going to be a reference to the boys' field trip that they had, but we'll get there in a second. All right, to remind, important things to remember. Be nice to Lala. Don't be dicks to her. This is the LVP's demand of the girls. Lala confronts James about the business of Lauren and the Marks. Jax confronts James about Spitgate.
Mm-hmm.
LVP has to scold the two boys when they are screaming at the top of their lungs 10 feet from people who have actual problems. And then Peter's Vegas trip, which I think that the freaking producers had to run lines with Peter because everything he was like, I've put something together. Are you mad? Like, he was just
think that's
weird.
Just him. I think it's just Peter. Like,
maybe
the way he laughs seems a little like that's what we're gonna do. I mean, I think that's just our guy. I mean, if it isn't, he's been remarkably consistent as an actor throughout this entire thing. Like,
he is classically
he's usually behind the camera though in his training.
And then, of course, Ariana is mad about him leaving the day after her birthday, which I continue to reiterate is not a thing. You can take as many days or as much time to the lead up to your birthday. But when the clock strikes midnight on your birthday is over. That's
so not a whole birthday month for you.
Well, yes, but before.
But okay, so if your birthday is on the 15th, the rest of the month doesn't count.
Yeah. I can start August 15th on my birthday. My birthday's September 8th. I can start August 15th. Go. But at midnight on September 8th, that's done. Birthday's over. Just like Christmas. It's the way it is.
All right.
Christmas is over. Except now I am married to a Puerto Rican woman who Christmas isn't over until Three Kings Day. As a white, evangelical Christian growing up, as my mom was, Three Kings Day was not a thing. White Jesus did not have no King's Day. But so now it is. I had to, extend it a little bit for Carlos.
I didn't know you were going to mention religion. I thought you were like, just as a white, well, I screw things up.
Oh, yeah.
As a white,
stop there. As a white lady.
I generally get things from other cultures wrong is what usually happens.
But we will to talk. I'm going to cut Ariana a little bit of a break. Not much, though. Not much. I am going to cut her a little bit of a break here because of what we learn later. But we're still at this damn teen dinner. What is the point of having this dinner roll over into a second episode?
Well, it's just the goings on around it because the Vegas trip got brought up. So they got to further the conversation of the Vegas trip, which is another reason I'll get Ariana's back. Also on that, she's not, I don't think, just upset about the birthday thing.
Of course.
Okay, what happened the last time you were in Vegas? Oh, you and I, hooked up while you're dating somebody else.
We'll talk about that. They are
gone to another place and hooked up with somebody else.
But they are adamant that it's not about trust. They're adamant about it. But we'll get there. But also another super weird scene that Lisa asked Sheena to mail something. Like, we need the admin now in in Vanderpump Rules. This whole scene was edited so strangely between that and then I don't need to know the nitty gritty bureaucracy red tape. Okay, fine. Just it
But
was so strange.
we get a Lisa impression from I'm going to call it a Lisa impression from Sheener.
Lisa,
because just go mail this for me or whatever. Like I'm exhausted. I can't.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
right.
like everybody from SNL still does a Lorne Michaels impression. I'm sure like everybody at Vanderpump, at SUR had their Lisa Vanderpump impression. Yeah.
Well, Ariana comes huffing in, Kristen style, to kind of like activate this little club of women with shitty partners. And she's like, I don't know if you heard all this already, but Peter has arranged it, and that no fucking way. No fucking way. And Katie's like, no fucking way. And Sheena's like, ugh, they're so stupid. Ugh, I'm not doing it. I like to have fun. Why can't I go? Y'all, take your own trip. Just go somewhere.
But they shouldn't. Don't let these idiots go to Vegas, though, also.
Well,
do not. I mean,
that's a separate issue.
They are correct. Do not go to Vegas. I mean,
well, when they do go to Vegas, just go and make out with somebody, because that's what you do, apparently, when you go to Vegas. Katie says that Schwartz ruined Vegas for everybody with his shenanigans.
Lost privileges just because.
That's right. Vegas is canceled. And then Ariana, oh my God, Ariana, this reeks of Peter and Jax. Not
that was
my
gross.
man. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl, your man. Do you not remember you and Tom making out at the Golden Nugget, an all-time low? Yes, your man. He's not being forced. His arm is not being twisted. All of them got a raging boner to get out of town on a boys' trip.
Yeah, and at short notice. I mean, I feel like it's in a day, like 2 days, they're doing all this. Like, that's something else as, a partner. You're like, whoa, you springing this on me in a hurry, and it's going to the place where nothing good ever happens. And it's after the birth. Like, just no. It's just a no all around. The phrase that reeks of Peter and Jax is a pretty disgusting phrase, though.
Yes, because I don't want to know what Peter or Jax reeks like. No. But Lisa never misses a chance to drag Jax Taylor, because she says, well, wasn't the last time you were in Vegas when you impregnated a woman? I was like, damn, shots fired.
Well, she has to try and take him down a little bit, because it looks like he is up. His jaw is telling me he is way up.
Everybody was way up. I took some pictures of some pupils this episode. I'll just have to say, y'all need to go to Instagram to find it, because, woo, these folks were flying high.
Remember to check out pupilpeeper.com, that Sunday's celebrity pupil website she's got going.
That's right. Only features the cast of Vanderpump Rules, though.
Yeah. Lisa's usual thing, like, just get your shift covered and take care of it. Like, let me make a joke.
Be back by Saturday. Well, and two, they have to sprinkle in there that maybe Shay's going to go, no, there's a force field around Vegas, and if Shay tries to enter the county line, he just bounces right off like this, because no. But shocker, this just in. This is a real surprise, but Jax is never going to get married, because it is like prison. But I felt like Lisa's kind of grumpy anyway. Even the good-natured ribbing is not so good-natured. I mean, that just coming right out and using the word impregnated is a hot take.
She was just pulling two grown men away from each other, that they were screaming at each other 10 feet away from some children. So there is that, who are there for a charity event. So maybe we don't need to be too hard on that. Why don't we just go as hard on Jax as possible?
She does the biggest air quotes ever. I'm surprised she didn't get a cramp in her finger when she said, two men who are in serious relationships. Just was like, okay, Lisa, well, don't need to know what you think about these men in these stupid relationships.
No, that says it.
Speaking of air quote relationship, James approaches Lala in what can be one of many awkward encounters that happen in this season, but he was like, I just didn't think it would be this awkward. And Lala does not give an inch. She's like, okay, what? And I think the whole point of this whole scene was to sort of inform Lala that she didn't get invited to the party.
Yeah, not a big deal, in my opinion.
Right.
That will come up again, but not a big deal.
but like when she's in her confessional, I like the tone of her voice when she said, I mean, I don't want to feel like an outcast, which is a pretty relatable experience. But then
Yeah, I was gonna say,
when
hold on.
But then she was like, I guess I should have been a basic bitch, blah, blah,
That
blah.
was gonna say, actually, that comes up later, but what she says is way worse. You know, like, oh, I would have gotten your
Meaner.
unicorn party if you were if I was a basic bitch. Like,
Yeah.
oh, all right. Very sorry I didn't invite you to the party. Now you clearly really want to be a part of the crew here. But they're adults. There's like 70 people that work at this restaurant. She is new. Faith is a server. She isn't. It's not the same. You're an adult. Go find something else to do on a Friday night. It's not bad.
It was pointed. It was absolutely pointed. Of course it was, because because this whole exchange about, are these girls the kinds of girls that ... The same way that Katie was like, well, if she's going to be that type of girl, then she's going to get treated like that type of girl. It's just a parallel situation that they're being girl on girl crime. And I find it to be off-putting. And I cannot believe that Sheener is the one to kind of cross the picket line. But secondarily, I guess she's going to go out with James again. This man must have some pull in the music industry. He must have some.
I think I think it's a proximity thing. Mm-hmm. It's keeping her on the show. It's possibly getting her in the music industry. It's a guy that's right here. She's getting on camera. That's probably, I mean, that's enough,
that's
right?
It's transactional. And she even puts a finer point when she's like, listen, I'll go out with you, but you're definitely paying for every drink that I have. So like,
all 17 of them.
Fair. So then it's Tom and Ariana's like prep for the party. There's like a pinata in the background, and like Tom's doing his slap bracelet. And this is, I agree with James, this is some real hipster bullshit right here. Like hipster shit.
Yeah, but you're 30. So what? Do it for a day. Get into it.
Yeah. But you know how everything was like ironically cool, and you're doing all this kind of stuff. You see people like, you know, walking around with typewriters instead of their phones and shit. But I want to make a note here, okay, for later, that she absolutely says she doesn't want him to go, right? Like it's a kick in the stomach that you're going, because secretly she knows what goes on in Vegas. So later on, when she sort of tries to spin it that she didn't talk to him about it for reasons, I just want this to be on record that she says, don't go here, right?
Absolutely. Tom thinks she may not be big on Vegas. He picked up on that. He's very clever. Very clever.
Very perceptive. And then a similar situation plays out over at Schwarty's. But he's like kind of splitting hairs where this is not a guy's trip. This is not a boys' trip.
Yeah.
This is a celebration of Peter's birthday with boys in attendance. And this man, if somebody doesn't slap this man open-handed before the end of the season, justice has not been done.
Yeah. Katie has to remind him, you aren't doing boys trips. We've been down this. We aren't doing that. You lost privilege. And yeah, like, Schwartz is off the wall, off the charts, cheesy in this.
Both of these men sound like they're asking their parents if they can stay out past curfew. It is the strangest dynamic ever. And the women are, the first half of the episode, like I mentioned up top, they're presenting so, you know, like very like ramrod spine. No, I'm being very clear about my boundaries. I'm not going to do it. Like, no, right? And then Schwartz even says, come on, or Sandoval's like, man, come on, just let me go. Like they are literally asking for permission. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that they both said, no, I don't want you to go. So they go to the party, and who would let this happen at their house?
Yeah, but I want to, Sandoval finishes with that whole, like, you know, he's trying to be all romantic, and she does, like, he is, like, straight up playing her from this point forward. I mean, he does that real, like, there are moments several in this show where I still don't know about everything that happens in Tom Sandoval's life years from where we are right now. But there's glimpses, like 2 episodes ago, I'm like, Tom's there for everybody. He's doing this. Like, there's something, like, he gets, I don't know if it's somebody said Vegas and it hit something in his brain and he just, like, twisted. But there are a few things in this episode where he is, like, not doing exactly what's on the level here, it seems like.
Yeah. So, and there's no such thing as there's no such thing as like a perfect villain or a perfect victim. Like both of them are trash people, and they can float in and out of good will and stuff. Because at the birthday party, he's just like, man, I've been up since 8:30
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, that's the way to get up at the crack of dawn there, buddy. You're such a hard worker. And there's another layer to that, too, where Tom Sandoval says, hey, man, let's be discreet about this. And he frames it as, I don't want anything to steal focus from Ariana's birthday. He doesn't want her to know yet that he's going to do it anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Peter's weird grin, speaking of Smile, the movie. And then, God, these fucking women. So Katie thinks it's her business to talk to Sarah about it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant right here. Okay, Katie's like, Peter should just know better than that. I think it's just disrespectful to the relationship. Girl, so that is disrespectful to the relationship, not him being a makeout slut in Vegas, not him pouring water on your head, not him clowning you about marriage, not him running out of the only steady job this man has seen in years and years. None of that's disrespectful, but Peter, second removed, planning a Vegas trip, that's what you draw the line at? Girl, get the fuck out of here. You don't know shit about nothing. I can't.
We are in month 10 of a 6-month ultimatum, and Peter is disrespectful. I might mention that again. I may mention that again, but who cares? Fucking bulldozers, dude.
It's a man stuff. Yeah,
dude.
They're gonna wear hard hats and
I saw it on YouTube. I was like, ew.
Mm-hmm. He is pumped. Like, you can see him, his eyes. Speaking of Christmas, he's just vibrating, waiting for his mommy and daddy to wake up so he can open his presents. And they go back to the room, and there's just some random lady in the mirror, like, doing her makeup. I was like, who the fuck is that girl? Never even said a word.
That's probably whose folks' house it is over there.
Maybe it's Courtney.
Yeah, but those girls are getting ready. Yeah. Like, when Ariana's putting her hair up, I'm like, this girl right here is not expecting to be alone tomorrow. This girl is ready to party and do the Netflix thing she talked about. When she's putting her hair up, I'm like, she is not on board with that. I mean, she says it, but I mean, you can tell, like, if you're perceptive in the least and actually give a shit about your relationship, nah. That's
well, she even says, you know what? Sandoval is not really indicating that he is going to go. And I'm like, ooh, girl, he is to us. When you watch this back, you're going to see it for real. But they're getting ready to go out there, and then we cut to they're outside, and Shay is just ripping shots of Fireball, just like boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, well, I guess that's that for the sobriety journey. I guess that storyline has seen itself out. Like, and the camera even lingers on him. It's like,
shots. You get the cough after and everything.
Yeah. Jax is bragging about Brittany too. Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah, we see Brittany. I don't think we hear from her this episode. I think we see her. She might get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the clown college is over here trying to get it together in a real bad way. Like, try it, and of course your boy Jax is like, you should get her some more shots. Like, I want to know how many times so far the answer has been like, you should get some shots. Now, I'm not of all the things I've called Jax out for, I cannot call him out for that because I've said that a trillion times, probably.
Just have a shot.
Let's just go get some shots.
Jax is feeling very, very self-righteous because Brittany doesn't care if he goes. It's because Brittany doesn't know you yet. Brittany has not met Jax Taylor yet. So sure, I bet it. And the clown, like you said, the clown college, they're like sitting over there just like talking about it. Okay, this is what we're going to do, da-da-da. Then I saw every one of these motherfuckers' tongues in the pool.
Yeah, we definitely saw more of Brittany there. But like currently right now, Ariana's on like cloud 9. Like, yeah, she's excited.
I mean, and that's so hard to watch too because we know what's coming for her. We know that Tom is 100% going to pull her in during her party, even though Schwartz said, "Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't pull her aside, man. Don't do it." But of course he does. And then, but first we get to see thing about Lala where Sheena has come around. She's decided that, she was a bitch about it and she doesn't want to be, but now she's got to convince everybody else to like her.
Yeah.
Lala.
She came around a little bit on the last episode, and this time, I mean, she's just reiterating it, but she apologizes to Lala through Faith, which is weird. Yeah. That's weird.
Well, Faith also said that Lala likes Sheena a lot, but maybe look, and also too, speaking of the editing of this show, Faith is around a lot for a person not to have any lines. Do you know what I mean? It's like she's
just feeding. She's just there so other people can talk. Yeah.
Yeah, her physical body is in the frame, but so that must mean that they're editing around her for some reason, TBD. But
Or
there's just something weird.
she's just in that Christina and Danny category of like, you're going to be here and facilitate something going on, but like, we're not going to get
Yeah.
like to know you or anything.
Well, I know, but Christina said more words than friggin' Faith did. So then there's Katie and Schwartz. Katie cries, and I swear to God, I wrote, say don't cry one more motherfucking time. Say don't cry. Like, I would let her cry. You suck. You continually disappoint her. What else does she have besides her own tears? She doesn't have anything else from you. That's all you have to give, sir.
Yeah. And now then she has to like sadly go up to Ariana and start discussing like, well, they're going to go.
And you can see Sheena sprinting in the background. Like, I mean, she's like, what? What? Don't talk about it without me. Are y'all hanging out without me? What?
Yeah.
What? You know, I wanted to ask your opinion about this thing that Katie says about Schwartz, though, when she says, I am at the age where my relationship is the biggest thing in my life. Is my reaction to that just knowing that her relationship is with this man and that's why I'm terrified for her? Or is that like a normal, healthy way
I
to
think if
perceive a
it's
relationship?
pretty normal, like if we're comfortable with the relationship, you don't really latch on to it as much. Somebody might just say that and you're like, oh, okay, that's nice or something. And not because it's him, you have not just you, anyone watching this, hopefully has an immediate like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, please get over here and let's talk about that because you're looking great here. He looks real putsy. I don't know what's going on with you two. Again, 4 months late, this ultimatum here you gave him.
Yeah, well.
But when she's
then,
talking to Ariana, you can tell like something else is going on. Like we'll find out. But like her look when she's got her little paper unicorn thing on, I'm like, there's something else a brewing here.
Well, this is where Katie's story changes too, because like, so before it was like, absolutely not, you're not allowed to go. Now it's like, listen, he's going to go. I don't want to be a tyrant girlfriend. You know what? I'm just going to let her. And then when Tom Schwartz promises this woman that there won't be any more bending that she has to do, there absolutely will be more bending that she has to do. And so whatever happened when she crossed timelines, Katie just gets amnesia and walks over to Ariana. And that's when we start to learn more about her dad a little bit right there.
Yeah. I mean, she goes from hell no, you lost all privileges to like, well, eventually I just want companionship. Like that's the only source out there possible.
Yeah, and then this weird bit that Ariana does about, oh yeah, look, I'm going to wake up alone on my birthday. I hate sleeping alone. Like, how codependent are you motherfuckers? Like, you're 30, not 19. You'll be fine for one night. They have to be back to work their shift on Saturday night anyway. Like, it's one night.
But they shouldn't go to Vegas. They shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't.
Vegas.
They absolutely shouldn't.
I mean, that's it. That's it. They should not.
But they're going anyway, right? They're going anyway. So you got to like it or lump it. And so like, get together and do something else. Exactly what they did. Stop acting like you were being deserted, like your husband's going off to war and he enlisted without you knowing. It's just not. It's not that serious. It's not. I don't like it. I'm just like, come on, get it together. Aren't y'all cool girls?
So we get the after
2
party.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it tracks that Ariana's dad is a long-haired Northern California hippie surfer, right? Like, I feel like that kind of tracks. She gives vibes like that. And I'm wondering, she never really said it outright, but it must be around an anniversary because she used the word milestone later, so it must be in and around, like, his passing or his birthday or something has triggered this particular response because she is really in her feelings about it in this moment. It's only second birthday without him. So, it's really,
it's right at
on her.
2 years. I mean, that's the big milestone, I think. And I guess, birthdays were really special for them because of the whole like happiest day of my life, stuff that he had going on.
Fuck her brother, I guess. Fuck you, brother. Daddy loves me best. I'm daddy's favorite. Fuck you.
Well, that was round 2 of the marriage. So, it's a whole different ballgame there.
That brother's like, hey, I'm here too, Dad. Love me.
So you would think this is a good time to bring up bulldozers.
That's right.
This is a good time to bring up bulldozers. Yeah. I just wrote no with like 8 O's on the side of here.
And We're on Ariana's third outfit change, and this is where her pupils are like they are fighting their way out of her skull. They're just like vibrating like those cartoons with the swirls in them. And you can see, so it's like a real roller coaster. Like, it's the best birthday ever. I'm so happy. Oh, my dad. Fuck you, dude. Go on and go. Like, it just.
I mean, she said earlier, like some stuff very plainly that sounds like, dude, you should not go. Like, if I'm his buddy, I'm like, yeah, set this one out, I guess. And then when she gives him like the very soft, like, oh, you're never going to get it. That's it. That's her. That's you deciding you're not going when you get you're never going to get it. That's what that is.
Yeah. Well, and then he looks her dead in the face and it was like, I'm not going anywhere except to Vegas with the bulldozers.
Yeah.
Like, you literally
They both did. Schwartz has the like, well, you won't have to bend anymore after this trip. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, except I am. Y'all are horrible liars. You're really shitty at this. You're shitty at most things. They
don't give a shit enough to be good liars about it, though. That's the thing. Like, and like, so this is where Ariana's story changes, because in this moment, she absolutely does say, I am sad about my dad. These milestones are very hard for me. She is fairly explicit. Later on, she says, oh, it's so hard to open up. She's opened up right now, and Tom just shuts it down. It's like, okay, cool. Can we talk about this later? Can this be an email? Because I'm headed to push some dirt around.
Yeah. Is that a euphemism?
Yes, thank God. Thank God we didn't see him push any metaphorical dirt around.
No. And then a certainly doomed white van heading towards the desert. I mean,
does
nothing
Peter
but
drive a white kidnap van?
I think we got a rental. We got a rental here. But
So he picked the white kidnap van?
You don't always pick what you're going to get. You got cameras in there. What are you going to put? I mean, remember when they took the tiny car before? Get the van, put the cameras in it. Don't worry about it. Jax has 2 suitcases. That's fine.
This is what they're talking about. Jax is like, man, his pathological demand avoidance kicks in. He's like, I just don't really like being told what to do. And Sandoval immediately changes the subject. Well, Shay gets told what to do all the fucking time because they tried to get told what to do and they just disobeyed their mommies.
I like that they get into how Tom hasn't really given Ariana a reason to not trust him. Like, we're in season 4. I know of a few already. I haven't known you for 10 years like these people, but I think...
mean, Jax clocks it too.
Oh, yeah. In his Miami what? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you mean? Like, we see you. It is really, really fucking weird. And also, too, I know that reality shows are one of the, like, lower forms of cultural media and entertainment. But if we could just, like, not go so blue, right? Like, I don't need that. I don't need it. There's other hijinks that I enjoy. I don't need that.
No, when we're talking about how we can taste things we're not supposed to taste, we don't need to get into that.
Sir, what did I just say?
I'm agreeing with you.
I know, but you said a phrase that now I'm having a hard time getting on the other side of it now. This $30 candle. And then there's this really weird, like, truncated pre-shift meeting with only Lala, Faith, Katie, Ariana, and Sheena. They're the only ones working. Like, what? What is this for?
They're keepers of the special menu for tonight.
Yeah.
Which you love how Lisa's been quizzing just Faith lately, so she comes in, does just that.
She does.
Especially the pomegranate butter sauce, which she isn't trying. If she's supposed to be out there selling it, she should have tried that. Lisa, you should have had her trying that.
That's
Maybe
right.
she can sell it
Give
better.
her some samples.
Yeah.
But Lisa's such a pot stirrer, but remember, she doesn't meddle in these kids' lives.
No, never.
She's like, so how was the party?
Yeah.
Looking right at Lala.
And Sheena doesn't like to be in the middle of things also. Those are both
That's
true.
Right.
Yes.
That's right. And so Lala, just ice cold, I wasn't invited. It just skids to, you're here, record scratch. And then Ariana immediately goes into all these, like, lame excuses.
She should not have to do that. Like, the there shouldn't be any pressure on her to do this. This is silly. I mean, it was a birthday party. Stick around. Maybe we'll see you next year.
I don't know. I think I disagree with you because not only are they coworkers, like they are sort of peripheral coworkers at Sir, they are actual coworkers on the show of Vanderpump Rules. And so like when the cast films together, when you disinvite someone, that is a real flag. And so by not inviting her, that was a shot across the bow. That was a clear message. I am not inviting you. I am excluding you. You know, whatever. Ariana feels bad and regrets that she never would want to make anybody feel left out, except you literally just did. I'm taking all that side on this one. It was a bullshit move.
Yeah, so you're going with disinvited when they don't get invited again. We're going. This is some back to these people have gotten into your brain, Sundi.
Well, uninvited, is that what it is? What? Well, I mean, in order to be disinvited or uninvited, you have to be invited first. Lala never even made it through the first hurdle of that. Yeah. She never even got invited. So,
and this is where we hear about how vulnerable she is and how she's been picked on. You know, despite what she's wearing, despite how great I look, some shit goes down sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, pretty people have it rough too, Jeff.
Yeah.
Don't twist it.
This is when Lisa's got some ideas about what they can do, though.
Yeah, I mean, Lisa's just saying the same thing that we've been saying this whole time. Like, what are y'all doing, you fucking idiots, letting these reprobates hit Vegas? Like, you're kidding me.
No, go out, stay out all night, don't answer the phone because the past.
Girl.
And, that's right. Like, take that phone off the hook. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, Lisa. What do you make of this fucking field trip? I have so many concerns. What is the fucking liability insurance on this place?
Oh, huge. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why it's, you know, safety first with the breathalyzers. But I don't know. Maybe if I was their age and I did get driven out to the desert and got put in front of them, it'd be more appealing. But right away, I was like, I don't know if that was a big draw. Like,
well, I mean, and I imagine it takes so long that they'd probably have to sign a 95-page waiver. They probably have to go through a fair amount of instruction because, you know, heavy equipment is not like just getting in a car and driving. There is a little bit of a skill to it. And that's why I'm just wondering, anybody can just walk in off the street, Joe Schmo can get into a goddamn backhoe? That just seems dangerous.
Pretty much any, I mean, you know, it all happens in Vegas, baby. So.
Yeah, it's just danger. Yes.
Yeah.
I just wrote
they're leaving. Schwartz is talking about his big balls. They got like a guy's trip for life. Right now, I'm like, Katie, who? What ring? You take that ring and put it on black when you get to Vegas is the best thing you can do with that ring right now and just see what happens, my man.
I know.
It's gone.
Not one of these men has done one day of manual labor. Like they're out here just thinking like there's their like, you know, testosterone boners walking around. They're bumping into each other with it. And I'm just like, say you've never done work without saying you've never done hard labor. Like, come on.
I guess that's why the excitement, maybe. I guess, you know, haven't done manual labor forever.
Jax doesn't even need women, except when he needs to debase and objectify them. Then that's good to have them around. But like, he just the heavy equipment. Cool, that's all I need. That's all I need.
Yeah, girls should only exist in bikini form. That's right.
For sure. And we're at the Palms, not the Golden Nugget, Jeff. Not the Golden Nugget.
Moving on up.
That's right. How does Sandoval feel about Vegas?
Loves the energy. Loves the energy of Vegas. You walk around, drink in your hand, anything can happen. I believe something along those lines.
Yeah, and they have a suite that is decidedly not paid for by Lisa Vanderpump. She was like, "You're on your own, motherfucker."
Yeah, I didn't see a callback to Sir on this trip.
They are hammered.
Oh,
There's some like homoerotic horsing around here.
Yeah. Right. White dudes together in Vegas love to get naked around each other. That's just a thing that apparently happens.
I mean, what I want to say about this is that at least they are rapey with each other and not just with the women. So Sandoval makes a couple of comments like, yeah, it's like, that's what you do. You get up, you make each other uncomfortable, and you always got to have your guard up. So you know what? At least it's just not the women that are having to defend against sexual assault. It's also the men.
We got plenty of his butt all over. Plenty of booze. Jax's butt all over. A little Dumb and Dumber reference. It's all good stuff here. Somebody brought a flat iron. That's good.
Well, Jax is going to town with his flat iron, though. Like, he made fun of Tom real bad, but he knows his way around the flat iron, sir. I just need to know that.
Absolutely. Yes. Any pregnant, I think Jax also has a little, as much as he gives Sandoval shit about it. Yeah.
This phone call between Sandoval and Ariana, I was going to pitch it that'd be our opener, but I couldn't get over my gag reflex because it was like, do you know what I should have been doing? I'm kissing your stupid face. I should be punching your stupid face. How dare you? My ears were itching after that.
Another indication things may not end up well. Like, oh, look how cute it is at 7 p.m. Like, nope, not great forever if it starts like that.
Again, her story changes again. 2 scenes ago, she was crying in her unicorn situation about how her boyfriend is leaving her in her time of need and grief. And now she's like, ooh, boo, boo. Like, girl, come on.
Well, she made a decision. You said like it or lump it. She's liking it. She's on board. She made the decision.
Fair enough.
But then we get to hear Ariana talking to James about the Jax thing and the Kristen thing and the Lala thing, and that's just great. More of James telling his side of the story on stuff would be great for me.
I find it fun, though, that James needles Jax. He's just worried I'm going to steal his limelight. Whether or not that's true, that's hilarious because that is the way to get Jax's ass on his shoulders immediately.
Yes.
Suggest that he is not, quote, cock of the walk. Suggest that I am moving in and doing better in your area. Man, at least, James doesn't weigh 100 pounds, but at least he's got the war moves to kind of get his enemy all up because Jax is so offended all the time.
Oh yeah. It's a great pairing.
We should, now that Lala's on here and she's sort of like the archetypical pretty girl, we should start a new series every time that somebody is misogynistic or just wildly sexist, because James called Lala the prize.
Can you get our intern George on that? Because I do not have enough time. No, we do not. I don't have enough time to add on to that. I've got notes. I've got watching it. I can't. That's a big project right there.
Yeah, fair enough. You're right. I'll be giving us more work. Look, this whole thing with Ariana, when she talks to LVP, this is revisionist history. This is not how this went down, ma'am. You're not telling the truth.
What's she saying here that's different?
She's upset about her dad. And Lisa says, well, why didn't you tell him? Why didn't you tell him you needed it? And she said, I was just too afraid. It's so afraid to be vulnerable. It's so afraid to open up. I'm so scared. Girl, you did tell him and he fucking ignored you. Just tell it like it is.
And she does say Tom's great. So there's that. It's all taken care of.
Yeah, it's just so scary to be emotionally open. Yeah, I guess it is when you were emotionally open and he's just, pushed your face down in the mud and was like, bye, see you later. This was so weird. I was like, am I in the Twilight Zone? I was like, what show am I watching? It was
she's excited to get to the cozy PJ party.
Oh, yeah, which I got a lot to say about this bullshit, Jeff. I'm going to tell you right now.
Edit. Yeah.
I'm at the end of my first glass of wine. I'm hot right now. Look, though, before I go full Julia Sugarbaker, I have a quick question. Where is Shay?
I think he's there.
Well, she said she had to save some food for Shay. I figured he was just out and about. Hopefully
we see him eventually, I think, when the videoing is going on. I believe we see Mike Shay. Yeah.
Yeah, when he heard they were kissing, he comes right out. He's like, ooh, let me see.
The funniest was there's no Lala. I was like, all this to do. She shows up, but I was like, the whole day was half the day was about how there's no Lala. So, all right, let's get together. We're still not inviting her though, right?
Lala lives within walking distance of Sheena, which was fine. I guess she's in Stassi's old apartment, right?
Yeah.
And so Stassi lived walking distance from Sheena?
Oh, that's too much figuring out. You don't want to get right into Pampered at the
yes,
disco
okay.
and their oral sex issues? Come on.
Okay, so now I have 2 rants. You've added a rant to my list. I was really
I
about
forgot
to
we
go
were
into some top
mid-rant.
hit.
Yeah. All right, Julia, hit it.
Yeah. So, of course, Ariana says that she likes to give blowjobs better than receive them because she's the coolest girl ever. No, man, I eat wings and I drink beer and like, all that makeup and like emotional stuff. I don't want to be a pussy about it. Girl, you should not be worried about where your hands are. Tell me that Tom can't give good head without saying it outright, okay? Like,
Yeah.
You are absolutely outing this man as a real shitty partner because if he is down doing his business and you're thinking about what to do with my hands, he is not doing his job. My advice for Ariana, get you a lesbian because they'll be taking care of business and you would never have to worry about your hands ever again.
Plenty of dudes can
Sheena's
also
like,
take care of business. Let's not exclude all dudes because the fucking clown college has like a real awkward libido going on.
Listen, Schwartz ruined Vegas for everybody. Well, Tom Sandoval has ruined oral sex for every straight man. Sorry, take it up with him. I don't make the rules.
What's Schwartz trying to ruin? No sex?
And Sheena has the absolute right reaction. When she asked her, do you like to receive or give? She's like, duh, receive. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now. If a woman tells you that they like to give blowjobs, they lying. They lying. There are very few women. Like, it is a utilitarian task that is a means to an end. And it is, I'd rather go to the gym and do tricep curls because you get the same out of it. All right? I'm just saying.
I want to see tricep curls.
Like that.
I have so many questions, but we don't have time. That's a whole mini. That's a whole mini
little
episode.
Technique. But yeah, I just was like, girl, this is sloppy work, Tom Sandoval. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. But Katie always living up to her, fake vibe that she's a super freak. She likes the 69. She wants to give and receive. Okay, Katie.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Then we hear, I don't know. I had tuned out like after the vacation comment. Yeah. I just was like, Katie and Tom, blah, blah, blah. Like that volume just goes right on down. Like when I don't need to hear anything about it.
Also, if you are already not having sex before you get married, getting married is not going to remedy that. Like, I don't, I'm so sorry, but with marriage comes a lot of things that pulls your attention. So if you already aren't prioritizing that, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Good luck to them all.
I do like when Sheena realizes she does need to go invite Lala, and it's, just 40 seconds of her glug, glug, glug. Like,
I took a video of it.
Let me go refill your glass over here. And she's like, makes a phone call. Like, totally is just like, has a conversation all while pouring a glass of wine. Yeah.
It goes on so much longer. I was going to play it, but it goes on so much longer than you think it should.
It does go on longer than you think it should.
Look, I also just want you to take a look at Ariana's pupil here in this visual aid here, sir.
Thank you. That's terrifying. Please don't do that.
Yes, I know. Got it. And this is where Katie talks about there's a generational gap.
That looks like the cover of a David Bowie album or something.
How dare you? That Shep's middle name, by the way, is Bowie because of David Bowie. Mostly because Labyrinth, not because Nolan knows anything.
That's wild. That's one of the wildest things I've ever heard in my life about anything.
Mostly, she does know David Bowie's music, but Labyrinth was an important movie to her. Anyway, I knew that was the wrong audience. Mid-sentence, as I'm telling that, I knew this was the wrong audience for that anecdote. Okay, so Lala's in walking distance and that glug, 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 glug. And I really like her attitude. She's like, okay, you know what? Olive branch, of course I'll accept it. Here we go.
Yeah.
but not before we flash back to these Vegas cocaine cowboys showing the fuck out. Okay? They are ridiculous. Peter's confessional, I can't even repeat the words.
I'm surprised you got past him doing his little Chippendales bit when he was trying to hit on that girl about being a Chippendales dancer.
I literally called it the season 1 bit. I said, this is a bit.
I mean, I think if it's worked out for him, then, try it again.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's unpack that for a minute. It, quote, worked out for him. This man just is bragging about how he needs to be rewarded, that not cheating is meaningful because he could. So we could just set the bar at its lowest setting. You can, just step over it. The bare minimum that you could do is not put your dick in a girl in Vegas.
That's right.
Bare minimum.
That's it. That's where we're at.
And what the fuck was he doing pulling his Chippendales bit out?
This is my favorite Schwartz, ever. Hammered Schwartz dancing around. I could, if that was Schwartz, man, I'd be like, who's this guy? Let's keep him around. This is awesome.
I mean, he is. And then a little bit later when they're escorting him out, you can kind of see he looks like he's trying to step into an invisible staircase.
Oh, yeah. The most relatable on the show for me, personally, on here.
He is fucked up.
Oh, this is when we go back. We see Lola's there and Shay's there when we go back to them. We do get Shay's there.
So I miss Shay. Also, I tried to avert my eyes. I watched this episode twice, and I'm just super embarrassed. This is my second Julia Sugarbaker rant of the night.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Do I need to be here?
Yeah. I mean, yes, I need somebody to have make eye contact with, as Schwartz said last week.
Oh. Well.
But, so Ariana calls it a double standard. Let me just tell you right now, it is not a double standard. What it is compulsory heteronormativity. Because this idea that, you're making out with a girl so it doesn't count, it's not really cheating. It's not really a thing if you're making out with a woman. And it's so performative. I know in 2015 we had not had these conversations about comp het, and we hadn't had these conversations about the pick-me performance of kissing your girlfriends for a boy. They literally film it and send it to him, and I just find it to be so gross and diminutive. Why don't you ask my wife how she would feel if I kiss another girl? It is real, and it is a thing that happens, and it's not nice to perform an act that undercuts a whole section of people. And I just was this, but I mean, also too, Faith goes hard. I was like, damn, girl.
A couple of them do, really. Yeah, a couple of them do.
I mean, I don't know. I find, and I guess too, I'm going to cut them the modicum of slack because it is 2015. And Sheena has already proclaimed herself not a feminist. That's fine. And it looks like Ariana was trying to get to some kind of maybe cultural point when she called it a double standard. She didn't quite get there. But no. I mean, I bet you if you were to show this episode to 2026 Ariana, she would die and crawl out of her skin because she understands how ridiculous and upsetting it is. And I couldn't even watch it. I had to avert my eyes.
If not for this, there's no St. Dennis, so she's all good. One gets her to the other.
Well, also too, I think Love Island is probably the bigger claim to fame in that way. But the tonguing down that Faith gives Lala, I will say, is impressive. And I don't know how long Lala had been there, but I don't think she had necessarily caught up with them in drinks. So this woman is most likely the soberest one in the room.
Wondering, well, she was supposed to go out drinking with James. Maybe she had been out with him already and having her 17 cocktails. So she might have been just as lit as everybody.
I hope so. Because having to enter in this completely sober while all of these cackling little cabal is drunk as hell and ooh, let's make out for the boys. But at least the boys match the energy.
Yeah, they do. They go for it also. The girls' videos start rolling in. We're at 1, and I'm starting to okay, maybe get my hopes up a little bit. But so the Toms decide to send some of the same, Little
Right. And
kissy.
if we're keeping account, I think this is 3 or 4 that the Toms have kissed.
Oh yeah, for
No.
sure.
Oh yeah.
But
Jack says ooh, but we all know his history.
yeah. we do. Then this my hopes got up for a second, and then I heard him. All we have to do now is go to bed. It's like, yep, yeah,
I thought about you when they were just bragging about how successful they were to not let their dick go in another woman.
Yep.
They were so proud. But it's 3 a.m. These out here, their bro motions are just outpouring. Man, I love you, man. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I'm just like, gross.
Yeah, then it's the room.
Mm-hmm. Jax is very proud that his penis stayed in his pants. There were no unwanted pregnancies, no STD outbreak as a result of this trip. So he didn't like it though.
No. Well, he likes it, but when he pointed to his crotch and he didn't like it. That's who didn't like it. Ruined his streak. Got a moment of silence and everything.
Ooh, yuck.
Peter's ready to
hard.
stay.
I know. He was like, fuck Sarah who? But it's just real hard not making out with girls.
Yes,
it's just real hard. Hard on these boys. Schwartz calls, and I swear this baby talk, I have never felt a more murderous rage than when I hear them. Oh my God.
Well, look, right now, everyone is all good. All the couples are happy. Sandoval wants to get everyone back up, get them out. One last hurrah. Let's go gamble. All the bad stuff.
Did you see what time it was?
Every single one of those statements is the worst thing. Like, let's just go gamble for a minute. Yeah. Because that's all there is to do in Vegas at 3 a.m. Yeah. And the one last hurrah this is like you've left the bar after a night. You're on the way home. You pass one more bar and you're like, you know what? Let's just go in for one more drink. You're leaving in a cop car when that happens. So this is the equivalent of that. Like, one last hurrah. Because, we just can't have nice things with this crew.
Yeah. No, this is why. This is literally why we can't have nice things. My grandmother used to say, nothing happens to good girls after midnight. And I'm at the age right now, it's like, nothing happens to good girls after 10 o'clock. These men are walking out the door at 3 a.m.
Yeah. My godfather was every night he'd be over with my folks. I'd be going out. Now, remember, nothing good happens after midnight. Like, every Friday, Saturday, I'm like, yeah, right on. We'll see.
We'll see. I'll show you, girl. I'll show you, Godfather. That
all bad news.
Sandoval is lost. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't usually chime in on the scenes from next week, I know, but yeah, all bad news. And I think Sandoval just blows everything. So that's.
Well, one thing I did notice is too, because the next one is Schwartz did something stupid, which this is trickery, I think. But I did notice that this man is wearing the same shirt that Tom picked out for him 2 nights ago.
Yeah, the hair is still. He hasn't even done one of these. It's just it's up there. It's going, and who really cares? Because this episode brought us you saying calling the women the club of women with shitty boyfriends. So I'm just going to let that be our closer here for the episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I also did write Lala is a danger, but also maybe is in danger, ? Because I don't know. And then we do get some Kristen back, and I need Kristen back in the mix. Bring her back in. I think her psychic work has been very valuable. I think all of the therapy, the breakup with James, I think that it has really been a beneficial factor in her presence on screen. Give her back to me. I am jonesing. I want you to put Kristen Doty right into my veins. I miss her. Stassi who, but Kristen, I miss her.
I gotcha.
But, by the way, I forgot to do business at the top of the hour. So by the time you guys are hearing this, we'll have a whole week, a whole slate. Make sure you go to the TikToks and the Instagrams to see the new schedule. This week we have bonus content.
That's why I was so caught off guard at the beginning. You said your name and I was like, yep. Oh, and then I introduced myself. I was used to 2.5 minutes of biz. Yeah, there we go.
I know. Listen, I should have at the top of our conversation told you that I haven't been sleeping for the last 3 nights so you could adjust to my energy. I mean, like I did, or maybe I should have had a whole glass of wine before we got on because remember there was marbles in my mouth. Like I am having adjustment issues today, so I probably should have warned you. I should have warned everybody. Should have warned everybody.
I think we're good. What about because the past? What you got?
Okay, I had a lot of because the past this time, and I wonder if ours is overlap because some of them feel really gendered, right?
Okay.
First and
then
foremost,
probably not.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, Sheena having to mail something in an actual paper envelope. They should go to the post office.
Yep.
I think there's one post office in our town right now. I mean, there might be more than that. Like post offices are a dying sort, and she had to go to the post office to mail something. That's wild work. I don't even want to repeat this line. I'm sorry I'm doing this to y'all. Ariana says, "Can I get some macaroni with that cheese?" Oh, that is tough stuff.
I thought you would appreciate her at least calling out Sandoval for being so.
Yes, but you can't fight
fake
cheese
sappy.
with cheese. Right? Well, you can't fight cheese with cheese, and because all you have is cheese then. Oh, and Katie calling her a Harajuku girl.
Yeah.
Cultural appropriation. And then whenever they were making out, somebody said, "Damn, Gina."
I had that. I had damn Gina. I even wrote damn Gina during the girls making out. That's what I had. Yeah.
Damn, Gina.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think we should bring it back into the rotation. That's so
your boy
fun.
Jesse. We got Jesse again.
Yeah.
So
I didn't have any Lisa-isms except for the one, and it might be a real thing. But when she said about them going to Vegas, it's like taking the wolves to the hen house. Is that a
that's
phrase?
a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like
usually it's foxes.
Yeah, it depends where. That's a regional thing, I guess. We'll just go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like you don't get mad and like what? And all the girls are like, you get even, and she goes, "That's right." And then some. So you don't get mad, you get even and then some. It's my Lisa-ism today. Yeah.
Yeah, even
I had a couple
and surplus.
I had a couple more. Letting the balloons go at the party. We're not.
Oh God.
Especially over in the Silver Lake area, I can't imagine. That would
birds.
be call the police on that one. The Valispa candle, the $30 candle, that was like kind of newish then, I think.
What is it? I don't even know what this is.
I mainly know it, honestly, as a punchline. Like it was a thing that people would, whatever avocado toast was a couple of years ago, that's what the kids are spending their money on. That was an example for like a good year or two. Was like, oh yeah, people are just buying these $30 candles now. So that I hadn't even thought about that forever. And as soon as he said it, I was like, that's right. There we go. We had that.
What is a 2026 avocado toast or Valspar candle that people are spending their money on like some bullshit?
People are eliminating bullshit, as I believe what is happening in 2026 with their spending. And that's...
Yeah, in this economy.
We'll save that for a different pod, everybody.
Well, I have been seeing, like...
everything costs too much, and it's bullshit.
Over the last year or so, the Labubu's, that's some bullshit. Those little, like... No, and then they hook them to their backpacks and their purses, and they're just walking around with their stuffies hanging off their purse. Like, way to be an adult.
Yeah, like probably all the $150 to $500 concert tickets that people are trying to like just normalize, like that's a normal thing. That's what I would go with, probably.
Yeah, well, we know who the real villains are there.
Like I said, that's another pod.
Yeah,
that's
okay. That's right. That's a different pod. Okay, go for your chump. Who's your chump?
Sandoval.
Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, okay.
Sandoval.
Yeah.
I had this actually before the scenes from next week even got shown, but he was the one trying to be all cutesy, and he's two-faced, he's fake cutesy. He was told about a very, like, day after my birthday is one thing. Like, I'm super in the feels about my dad hitting his 2-year anniversary since he passed.
Yeah.
And like, well, I got bulldozers to go do. what is it, a 1-day event that those bulldozers are going to be there? I think those are just going to be there. Like, y'all are all rearranging all your schedules all the time. You don't give a shit about the work or anything. And I think you just wanted to go do what you were going to do, despite the fact you've already done that thing several times already. So
every time.
You're a fucking sucker on this one, my man. Like, the guy I have really been coming to like, nope, didn't care for it this time.
Well, remember, we take it episode by episode.
Yeah.
So,
and that's it.
So my chump, and this is not the first time this has been my chump, but it's Vegas.
Yeah.
Las Vegas, no. Stop going to Las Vegas. These people cannot be trusted. And I cannot imagine the hangover that these men had to go into work with. Because remember, Lisa wanted them back by Saturday evening.
Yeah, you're assuming they went into work.
Well, yeah, you're right. I am assuming. But Peter did. Come on now. But they probably did not sleep. We see Schwartz with the same shirt on. They must have been feeling like whodunit, and just like I had this old friend who said like a cat pooped in their mouth. Like,
yeah,
no. And I blame Vegas exclusively. And then for my LVP, this is a real surprise upset for Sundi.
Okay,
it is Sheena. I like that Sheena is trying to be better at kind of like reaching out to Lala. I mean, it's hard when she continues to not be a feminist. And like she's not one of those women who says, "Hey, I'm not a feminist, but I'm really going to perform like a feminist. My mom was that way." You know what I mean? Just like the phrase "feminist" was hard. No, I really think that Sheena just doesn't. Like, she's just like, girls, ugh, I hate them. But in this episode, the way she was like kind of bridging the group for Lala, and how she sprinted over to Ariana to kind of like, dip into her. And I mean, hugging your husband who's in recovery after he ripped 5 shots of Fireball.
That's where I was going to ask.
Questionable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Questionable, but at least she's being supportive.
Supportive. Okay. Sure.
Well, I mean, she didn't bitch him out in front of everybody, so that's something for the plus column, right?
For what? Oh, for doing the shots? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was having a hard time on the LVP. There is not one that was really coming to mind. So, because I felt for several times, what's funny is I almost chose Vegas as the LVP, because what a wonderful showcase. Come here and do whatever the hell you want. I mean, like, they're really like, you want to go somewhere and cut loose? Like, obviously this is the place. Look at what these ding dongs can do. Like, don't you imagine you could do just the same? But I got to go with Ariana. A heartfelt pick on this one. I'm going Ariana.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was the most. This is a hard third of the girlfriends who were like, "No, I do not want you to go. I am saying it plainly. I've said this 3 times." And she got with the, "You're just not going to get it." So, I mean, like, she's saying that. Yeah, you're never going to get it. That's right.
That's right. Well, I mean, we know who of these 3 women who has the most obedient husband. Shay didn't go to Vegas.
No.
Just saying.
Yeah, or just the smartest guy.
I know. This podcast could have been called Synonyms for Dummies, because we are constantly coming up with new ways to talk about what idiots these people are. Because you said dingbat just then. You said dingbat, and I'm like, oh, a new one to the canon. A new synonym to the canon for dummies, because that's what this podcast, Synonyms for Dummies.
Yeah, pretty much.
I started on business a while ago, and then I got derailed. Check the Instagrams and TikToks for the new schedule. We had an interview with a chef, Jim Smith, last week. That's really fun. And then we did a cook challenge, which was a real hit. And I've got some stuff on there. I'm trying to do better about uploading the visuals to YouTube, so you can see us if you want to. So go there. Everything is at Take a Pinot Pod, and send us your emails or your requests or your complaints. We're here for it all.
Yeah, tell us what visuals you would like on YouTube. That would be wonderful. Thanks, everybody.
Unless it's going blue.